Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
okay.
Yeah. That's good. That's good.
I'm okay.
Good. 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 Good.
There we
All
go.
right. Let's just get into it. Let's do it.
Really?
Let's start it.
There we go.
Hello and welcome to episode 863 of the Player One podcast for Tuesday, June 6th, 2023. I'm your host, Chris Johnston, and with me from the great state of Washington, Mr. Philip Theobald.
That's me.
That is you. Hello.
Hello.
Everybody loves Katamari,
That's true.
including you're wearing a t-shirt. You're wearing
I'm usually wearing a t-shirt.
yeah. You're wearing a Katamari t-shirt specifically.
What a weird coincidence.
Coincidence, right? I know.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy. How you doing?
Who, me?
You.
Oh, I'm fine.
Yeah.
How are you?
I'm doing just dandy.
Oh, that's a relief.
Yeah.
I'm glad to hear it.
We don't have a Greg Seward with us
We don't.
today. He is checking in on some health matters with his son after a practice. I'm revealing too much.
You really are.
He's got a thing. He's got a thing.
His
So
son's
he's
fine.
not. Son's fine. Yeah, his son's fine.
Don't worry.
No.
Don't
But,
worry. Now that CJ's got you all worried, don't worry.
Don't worry. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
It's all good.
But no Greg tonight. It's just me and you.
Lucky you.
Just the Illinoisans.
Oh.
So we
finally,
hope
we
to
can
not
talk about-
Illinois the listeners with our Chicago
Oh, yeah.
stuff that we do.
So,
our shtick.
What do you think about Tropic World Africa at the Brookfield Zoo?
I love
fan
it.
Of
I do.
Good.
Tropic World. Wow, that's a deep cut.
Remember that?
Of course, I remember it.
I was
Of course.
I was watching. I dug up some old. I was looking up some old Chicago area commercials the other day, and there was one for Tropic World. The Brookfield Zoo in Brookfield, Illinois, folks, is a Chicago suburb.
Yeah.
They have a very nice zoo.
They do have a very nice zoo. That was my preferred zoo.
Yes. Yeah,
in the Chicago. I mean, there's the Lincoln Park Zoo and the Brookfield
Lincoln Park
Zoo,
which is in the city proper.
It is, yeah.
And then
It's
Brookfield
a fine
Zoo,
but Brookfield Zoo is,
yeah, they're both very good zoos.
They're good zoos, yeah.
Yes, they are both good zoos, but yeah, Brookfield was. That's where we went on all our field trips.
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah, same. Except for when I actually lived in Chicago proper.
Well, that would make sense.
Lincoln Park Zoo.
Right.
Yeah.
But at one point in the 80s, Brookfield Zoo opened a new exhibit. It was a new building, and it was dubbed the Tropic World Africa. And then I believe later there was a Tropic World Asia.
Uh-huh.
And the gimmick was that there were there weren't like cages, there weren't bars. Which I guess is kind of par for the course for all zoos these days.
I suppose that's true.
But in the 80s, that was kind of a big deal. It was like big pits that
yeah.
you'd be walking over and stuff.
Yeah.
And you'd go into the building, and it would usually be very humid because they were trying to recreate like a
well, yeah, they have like a little mist in there too, right?
Yes.
Like a little mist machine.
And the zoo was very proud of this new building.
Yeah, they were.
And they were constantly running TV ads.
That's right.
Yes.
I'm sure everybody has a very similar story of their local zoos. So perhaps our nostalgia.
Mention it in the comments below.
Mention it in the comments below. Like
and subscribe. What are your favorite zoo memories? Be sure to tell us.
That's right.
Yeah. What's up?
I'm excited for tomorrow. Tomorrow kicks off Apple's WWDC, the Worldwide Developer Conference.
Okay.
And they usually do like a keynote address.
Okay.
And that's where, iPhones past have been introduced and whatnot.
Are we going to get a new iPhone tomorrow?
No new iPhone tomorrow.
Okay.
They do that in the fall now. They
Oh,
don't
I
do that
see.
in the summer
I see.
anymore. But what we are going to get rumored,
Uh-huh.
speculated, not confirmed, is Apple's VR, AR, XR headset.
Oh.
So I'm excited to see what that is because it's supposedly
Mhm.
an expensive piece of kit. They're going high end. They're going
Oh, that's
very
weird.
tip top.
I'm used to Apple releasing stuff that is somewhat moderately priced.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I mean, the first iPhone, not moderately priced at the time.
I
Like
don't know how much the first iPhone was.
it was like $500, $600.
Oh my god, and that's like in $1976.
2006,
I'm going to take your word for that.
2007. Sorry, 2007.
Okay.
Yeah, it was expensive at the time, and
Mhm.
you would get cell phones back then on contract, so you'd pay nothing or
Oh,
next to
right.
nothing for your flip phone or your
Yes.
Nokia. And yeah, iPhone kind of changed that. And um yeah, allegedly they're announcing a VR headset tomorrow, and it's going to
Mm.
be expensive, and I'm okay with that.
Well, of
It
course you
doesn't
are.
it doesn't necessarily have
You're
to be. What were we going to say, Phil?
Well, I'm going to say you were a chump for Apple stuff.
Jump
That's
for Apple
that's what
stuff.
I was going to say. You are
Not
happy
everything. Not
to give Apple
everything.
all your money.
No, not everything. No.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't have everything that Apple makes, contrary to popular opinion. I have other computer and
Okay.
technology stuff
Well,
that's
now
not made by Apple.
will you buy an Apple VR headset?
I don't know. I'm curious about it because it is going to be high end. The rumored price is $3,000
Oh my goodness.
for this. So, like I said, very high end.
Uh-huh.
Wondering what do you like? What makes it worth that, if anything? Like,
I can't. You know what?
you're gonna say
You know what?
nothing,
Here's a
nothing,
bold statement.
nothing.
Here's a bold statement.
What's the statement?
If during the big conference tomorrow,
Hmm.
Apple says we have our new VR headset,
Hmm.
it's going to cost $3,000
Yeah.
and it includes the brand new Astrobot game.
You would pay.
I would pass. I
Oh,
would
you would
pass.
pass.
I'm
Okay, you
not
would
spending
not.
$3,000.
You would not pay $3,000 to play a new Astrobot game.
Not even for a new Astrobot. I'm sorry.
Oh, well, that's
I have
unfortunate.
limits.
Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, I'm curious to see what can you do in VR for $3,000. Will it run Dactyl Nightmare? That's what I really want to see
You're going to end up buying Walkabout Golf for like the
for the
12th
third
time.
time. I've already bought it that twice.
And it's going to be the
And
exact same thing. And it's going to look exactly the same.
worth every penny because Walkabout
Yeah.
Golf is excellent.
I mean, it is a fun game.
It is a really fun game.
I cannot deny that.
Yeah, but I'm excited. Anything to push VR forward, I'm down with. And why don't we talk about the announcement that just happened this past week? Meta has announced the Quest 3 is
Oh,
coming
has it
out
now?
this fall.
Boy, I completely missed that.
Yeah, for $500. So $499 is the price tag on that.
Okay.
So, and then they dropped the price of the Quest 2 at the same time, which is odd because they just raised it like last fall.
Oh, yeah, that's right. They did, didn't they?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
forgot about that.
They raised the price and then now they're dropping it again.
So
Uh
what's different about the 3?
it's
Just higher
smaller,
specs?
lighter.
Okay.
It has pancake lenses, I believe.
Mm,
I don't actually know all the
that
specs.
sounds delicious.
Here's the thing. I
Tell
don't
you
know
what,
the
when I go
specs.
to IHOP, I have those pancake lenses.
Ah. It has high quality color pass through.
What does that mean?
You know what pass through is? So like when
I don't.
you double tap on your Quest 2, I don't know if you have that shortcut enabled. You may not.
Oh.
You can see the black and white view of the cameras looking out
Y- Uh,
in the room.
well,
And PSVR
mine,
does that too.
I mean, if I step outside the kind of predefined boundary, it'll go to the black and white, but you can set up a little tap tap
Yeah, you can set up a
to do
tap
it
tap. So you
whenever.
tap it twice and it shows you the outside camera.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Let me see if I can find specs, because that's important.
So it just looks nicer.
This will have color pass through.
Okay.
So better quality cameras. Now, like with the black and white camera, it's not very detailed.
No.
Right? You can't really like look at your phone or anything.
No. I mean, it's enough to like move
that way.
around the house. So you can dodge furniture or people.
Correct.
But you can't sit and watch
or pets.
TV.
No. So yeah, pancake optics, and it's smaller. The facial interface is smaller.
Okay.
It does have like 3 cameras on the front.
Okay.
It looks like better processor, obviously, and I believe it'll be 128 gig.
Now, is it compatible with all your old software?
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's good.
Compatible with all the old software, so
good.
That's cool. I am down for that.
Okay.
Because I'm already in the Quest ecosystem.
True.
I like the Quest quite a bit.
It is nice.
And anything smaller, lighter, better for that experience, I'm down for that.
Yeah.
So yeah, Meta had a showcase where they announced that and a bunch of games as well.
I'm not surprised that you are in the market to get it.
Why is that?
Well, if there's one thing I know about you, CJ.
Yeah.
It's that you never met a Quest you didn't like.
And that's our show for this week.
If you'd like to subscribe to the Player One Podcast, you can do so by visiting playeronepodcast.com.
We'll just go out on top. I don't think we can top that. I think that's where we have to end it. But it has like redesigned controllers as well. They don't have the hoops anymore.
Oh, really?
They're smaller. Yeah.
What did they have?
So it's still a motion controller, but they're able to do it without the rings in there now. So
are they just like sticks, like Wii remotes at this point?
Basically, yes. Yeah. Very similar looking to the Quest Pro controller. I don't know if you've seen that. You probably have
may have.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm excited.
Beautiful.
And then they announced software, of course. I want to call out 2 things specifically. Samba de Amigo, that
oh yeah,
Party Central.
Yeah, the new one.
Game, the new one.
Yes.
Is coming to Quest. And it'll be the full game. The full game that we're getting on other platforms is coming to Quest.
Great.
Yeah.
And you can use the little VR controllers.
The little VR controllers. That should be awesome.
So now who will be brave enough to 3D print little maraca add-ons that you can plug into those rings with a bunch of little beans inside?
Right. I'm sure that won't take long.
Someone's got to do it.
Someone will do that. Yes.
Yes.
Or some accessory maker will make that happen. But can you believe this is the first time that Sega has released a VR game?
Well, that's true, isn't it?
That is true.
Wow, that is a little weird.
VR game, although they've done VR previously. I mean, they did arcade stuff that does
right.
Been VR, and they had the Sega Genesis VR headset that thankfully never came out because I'm sure it would have made people very sick. but yeah, their first in-house developed VR game is Samba de Amigo.
Wow.
Yeah.
Pretty
exciting.
I'm gonna play that while I'm standing in my activator for a truly immersive experience.
That's right. Heck yeah. So that is up for pre-order already on the Quest store.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
How much is it?
It's how much is it? It's I think it's
the top of your head.
$29.
Really?
Oh, it might be more than that.
Okay. Oh, hey, wait a second. Yeah, did Sega not do
29.
the Space Channel 5 game?
No, Space Channel 5 was done by a different company.
Okay. Yeah, Nameda
Yeah. That was
in our
not
chat
released by Sega
pointed that out. But
themselves.
Sega
But
did not.
yes, that is Sega adjacent, and also Res VR Sega adjacent, but
Oh,
not
yeah, because what was the
Res
company that did the Res VR?
Enhance, I think is their name.
Okay. I'm going to take
Res
your word
Infinite.
for that.
Yes. Not by Sega. So yeah, $29.99
Okay, 30 bones.
for your Samba de Amigo.
Okay. I might pick that up perhaps.
Mayhaps.
We'll see.
We'll see. And then I also wanted to talk about Seventh Guest. It was very funny. Like during the MetaQuest gaming showcase, like they're talking about, all these games and like we're bringing back a beloved franchise from the 90s. I'm like, what could they possibly be bringing to VR from the 90s? Like
Yeah.
Smash TV? No.
Oh,
Mortal
man.
Kombat?
A VR Smash TV would be insane.
That would be pretty fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, Seventh Guest is the game that's
Seventh
coming.
Guest.
Yeah, from the studio that makes Arizona Sunshine. And one of the interesting bits about this is that it uses like I forget what the technique is called, but FMV for the people
Mm-hmm.
because it's like it's you're all invited into this haunted mansion or whatever. I've never played the Seventh Guest. I don't remember anything about it except what I saw on magazine covers and whatnot.
Right.
But it's an FMV centric game on the PC, and so they're doing that with it's called volumetric video capture,
Oh.
so that the people in the game will look like real people in the space.
Oh.
So it's kind of interesting.
Weird.
Yeah.
I was never into Seventh Guest back in the day.
No.
Or 11th Hour.
Yeah. Me neither.
You know.
Or Mist, even. I
Mist.
played Mist, didn't really
Or
care for
Riven.
it. Riven, no.
Or Mansion of the Hidden Souls.
Mansion of Hidden Souls. Yeah.
That was a Sega CD one.
That was a Sega CD one, I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or the Daedalus Encounter.
I preferred Jurassic Park for Sega CD.
Yes, yeah, I played that game. I finished that game.
Me too.
I'll have you know, yeah.
I finished it too.
I think we are part of a very elite group of people.
I think we are.
I don't think many people finished that game back in the day.
I don't think I would go back and finish it either.
Yeah.
It's kind of tedious.
It was slow.
Laborious.
You know what? Deliberately paced.
That's a word.
That's how you describe something that's slow if you don't want to be mean. It's deliberately paced. Yeah.
So anyway, bunch of VR stuff. Very exciting. Coming this fall.
Well, all right then.
Yeah. They did not, however, say anything about GTA San Andreas, which they announced like I don't know how many years ago. 2 years at this point.
Oh.
And have never said another word about.
My goodness.
Yeah. But oh well.
So I'm seeing you got some shelves back there.
I don't know what you're talking about, Phil.
You got new shelves.
Yeah,
new?
my background has shelves in it now.
You have some new shelves.
Yeah, shelves. There's shelves.
Did you have those last week? I wasn't here last week.
I did not.
Okay, so those are genuinely new.
Genuinely new shelves. Yes.
I do appreciate your dedication to keeping them mint out of the box by keeping all your crap on the floor still and having absolutely nothing on the shelves.
I know, right?
I think that's a bold statement, but I do appreciate it.
It is. Everything's kind of coming together. You're gonna see like a time lapse week to week on what's happening.
I'm very excited.
Me too.
Yes.
So Nintendo announced a new game that's coming out this month, Phil. This very month.
Oh my goodness.
A game we didn't know about previously.
What is that?
Everybody 1-2 Switch.
Oh,
Okay.
cool.
Yes.
All right.
The sequel to 1-2 Switch is coming out at the end of the month. I believe June 30th. And Imran Khan from Fanbyte did some reporting on this game a long time ago now,
Oh.
and had sort of detailed its troubled production and said that, like, in user testing, it was getting very bad reviews from
Mm.
players. So Nintendo putting it out, dumping it out there, I guess. I guess. Uh, they didn't even release a trailer, just a piece of art that it's
Oh.
that it's coming. No trailer yet. So apparently it is like a party style 1-2 Switch game that can be played with Joy-Con or with your mobile device as
Oh.
well. And you play in
Oh.
teams this
All
time.
right.
So I don't think I'll be picking this up. I did pick up 1-2 Switch
Oh, did you?
back in the day.
I did
Yeah.
not.
Yeah, I picked it up. I thought it was a fun little demo of what the Joy-Con controllers could do.
Right.
And I liked the idea of a mini game collection that might be easier for my daughter to play. At the time, she was much younger.
Of course.
So
That's just how time works.
that's exactly right. So
Mhm.
we picked up 1-2 Switch, and I think we only played it for like a month. That first month after the Switch came out, and then it went
Right.
right back in its case.
And then other games started coming out.
And then other games started coming out. Yeah.
Yes.
So I am not interested in the sequel, but hey, if you are, more power to you. And alongside that, at the end of this month, we are getting pastel colored Joy-Con.
Oh, I did see those. Yes.
Yeah, they look fine, I guess. I like the purple and green. I don't know about you. I'm not really a pastel person in general.
Uh,
I like the neon to be more in your face, more eye burning
right.
than these sort of easy on the eyes pastel colors.
I mean, I do appreciate a good pastel,
Yeah,
but that's more of a springtime color. My goodness,
I
bringing
know it's
those out in
summer. What are
summer.
they doing?
Yeah, you
Those should
know,
have come out for Easter.
absolutely.
Then it would have been perfect.
Yep.
But no.
Hey,
Um,
speaking of Nintendo stuff, you know what else they got coming out this week
what's that?
is the Mario movie is coming out on Blu-ray
Mario movie on
this week.
Blu-ray?
Yes,
Ah,
indeed.
okay.
I got an email. I have it. I pre-ordered it from Best Buy because they have the Steelbook version,
Yeah.
and I got a shipping notice that mine is on its way.
Nice. All right. All right.
So please look forward to that.
I see. Yeah, it's already available on demand
Oh yeah. It's been out digitally for a
as
couple
well.
weeks now, but
Yeah.
yeah. For those looking for the physical media,
Which is
it is
not
this
me.
week.
No
Hmm?
physical media for me.
Yeah, I do buy significantly fewer
Yeah.
physical movies than I used to. But
Depends. I have to really like a movie or TV show to buy the Blu-ray.
right.
Like it has to be one of my all-time favorites. Like Back to the Future, I have those.
Makes sense.
Uh Sherlock Hound, bought that.
Absolutely.
Ranma and Half, I have those.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
And
But
that's it. That's the entirety
that's it. That's
of
all
your
I got. But most of my stuff is digital still.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
I ripped a bunch of Blu-rays that I actually owned physically, but to have them on demand is
Right.
much more convenient.
Well, of course.
Yeah. Anyway, where were we?
You
We
were
were
talking
talking
about pastel Joy-Cons.
pastel Joy-Con.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't think I'm in the market for these. I'm still waiting on my Tears of the Kingdom Pro Controller.
Oh,
I had ordered it from GameStop,
well, there's your
and
first mistake.
apparently they didn't actually have it, so it still hasn't shipped. I ordered it like 2 weeks ago, and then it went up on Amazon. Finally ships and sold by Amazon.com. I don't know, like if you go to Amazon, oftentimes they'll say they have it, but it's third party sellers selling it for extreme markups. So
Right.
but this time over the weekend, they had it for the Amazon price, the MSRP price.
Okay.
So I bought it again from them, and now it's a race to see which company actually ships it to me, and then I'll cancel the
Nice.
other. Yeah. I would like that Tears of the Kingdom Pro Controller.
Ugh. I went into a GameStop this past week for the first time in a long time.
Did you?
I
Okay.
did.
I haven't. It's been a long time.
Yeah. I mean, it was a long time for me as well.
Yeah.
But I was oot and a boot, and I was looking for when this is a bit of a spoiler alert for our what have we been playing section. I was looking for a copy of Street Fighter 6.
Okay.
Because I wanted to get Street Fighter, and because I still purchase physical games, I was looking for that.
Okay.
So I was out, and there was a GameStop there, so I figured, well, I guess I'll go look here. I guess I'll go into GameStop.
They have video games.
They do. I mean, you have to kind of look for them.
Yeah, amongst all the
pops and novelty socks and all the various other things that GameStop sells these days. But I went up to the counter and I said, "Excuse me, do you have Street Fighter 6?" And I specifically I was looking for the deluxe edition.
Oh, okay.
Yes. And the clerk asked, "Well, what system?" I said, "PlayStation 5, if you please."
Was the question, did you pre-order it?
No, I didn't get the "did you pre-order it" question.
Oh,
which was odd.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe they don't ask that as much anymore.
Maybe not.
I mean, like I said, it's been a long time since I've been there.
Yeah.
But the clerk says, "I think so. Let me look." And then they start typing into the computer. Tappa, tappa, tappa. And after like 30 seconds of tappa, 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 they go, "You know what? It's probably just quicker if I look." And I was like, yeah, I suppose so.
Yeah, imagine so.
So they turn around and just open the drawer. And they're like, "Oh, yes, we do have a copy."
Uh-huh.
And I think, okay, great. And they pull it out. And of course, it is a gutted display copy.
Yeah.
They only have one left in stock.
Uh-huh.
That may have been all they ever got.
Possible.
So I'm pulling out the guts of the game, and they're about to go get the box off the shelf. And I'm about to just say, no, thank you. I don't want the
gutted version.
The gutted version.
Yeah.
But before they did anything, they're like, "Oh, I wonder if anyone pre-ordered this. Let me look." And then back to the computer and tappa, tappa, tappa. And then, "Oh yeah, it looks like someone pre-ordered this. So I can't sell you this." And I'm thinking, how do pre-orders work at this place anymore?
I know.
I mean,
you would think they would put it aside at that point.
You check if people pre-ordered it before,
right?
You start
ringing it
copies and putting them out on the shelves.
Yeah,
it was a little weird.
Well, and then if I had pre-ordered it and it had been gutted, I would have been pretty.
You would have been gutted
About that. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I would have. Yeah, absolutely. I would have been very disappointed if I pre-ordered and then they're like, "Well, here's our open copy."
Yeah. What's in the deluxe version?
It's like season pass crap and
Oh, okay.
Extra costumes and such.
Oh, all right.
So
all right.
I ended up not getting the deluxe edition.
Okay.
But I did end up buying the season pass separately.
I see. Well, should we just jump
I'm excited about Street Fighter.
What you've been playing at this point?
I don't know. Is there more news?
Nah.
I just so dismissive.
We can just jump into it.
I just wanted to share my story about how weird GameStop is.
It is, yeah.
I mean,
If I bought physical games, I might
no. I mean, that's a
have more of an opinion. I
dwindling
miss
population.
I miss game retail. Like I don't know. There used to be really something about going to shop for video games, but
It's true.
ever since, Best Buy and Target, I mean, they have all their games like behind glass
Right.
or behind the counter. So it's not really like a shopping experience. You're kind of looking at gutted copies pretty much anywhere you
Right.
go. Yeah.
Give me the tickets. Give me the old Toys R Us
The
tickets.
Toys R Us tickets. Yeah,
Yep.
those were fun.
I want
Those
to
were
take
really
those, take my ticket to a little secret room off to the side,
fun. That's right.
the Dream
One person
Factory
who's
where,
trapped in there.
yep,
Yeah,
where they go into the mysterious back and find your game and bring it out to you.
that's right. That
Oh,
was great. That was good times.
it was.
Yeah.
Uh,
So Street Fighter 6, Phil,
yeah,
you've been playing that.
I have been playing a bit of it.
Who's your character of choice, or are you playing through the story mode where you create your own character?
Well, there's like an arcade mode where it's, like your standard Street Fighter game where, you pick whatever, you one of the regular characters, Ryu
Yeah,
and Ken and such. And
yeah.
you get the little cutscenes and stuff. So I've just been doing that a bit.
So just the arcade mode.
Yes.
Ah, all right.
Now there is. Now see, I haven't been following. I am, I'm not a fighting game guy.
Well, I thought you weren't until I heard a story where you picked up Street Fighter 6.
I mean,
And now I'm thinking, well, maybe my preconceived notions are wrong.
I am the most casual of
Uh,
casual fighting game fans. I mean, I love Street Fighter. I love Tekken. I love Soul Calibur.
mm-hmm.
I enjoy fighting games. I'm just I'm not terribly good at them. I'm certainly not competitive at all.
Right.
I don't even bother playing online because
No, you don't want to. No.
I know I'm going to lose.
Right.
So, but I do enjoy a good fighting game. In a very casual kind of way. So, I haven't so I wasn't really following the whole build up to Street Fighter's release other than looking at the occasional trailer and just going like, "Ooh, it looks really nice."
And it does. Yeah.
But yeah, there's this whole like weird PlayStation Home mode in this game. Are you aware of this?
Yeah, it's like a story mode, right? Where it's sort of an open world. You go around challenging people.
Yeah, and
There's like a
I haven't
story.
even messed with that stuff yet.
Yeah, yeah.
All I've messed with is like the fighting hub or battle hub or some such nonsense where you make your own little avatar
Uh-huh.
and they dump you in. It looks like you're in an esport arena and you can
Yeah.
go around and like challenge people and earn fake money to buy fake clothes for your fake person.
Yep.
And you can play old Capcom arcade games, which is kind of cute.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, there's like often one little area, there's a vintage arcade, and you can go play. Maybe you want to play a little of the original Street Fighter 2 or Final Fight
Yeah.
or Puzzle Fighter. So I was doing a little bit of that. You can watch people fight, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, I've just been kind of messing with the basic arcade mode. I'll probably tinker, I mean I will. I say probably. I will. I'll tinkle around.
Yeah.
In the that mode you were talking about, the whole kind of like create
Open
a
world
character
story
yeah
thing.
So but it's good. It's really good. I mean, the little bit that I played of Street Fighter 5 I was disappointed with, and I think most people were.
Mm-hmm.
But this 6 seems like kind of a return to form.
That's cool.
Looks really good. It plays fantastic.
Yeah.
So I'm excited. I bought the season pass.
What does
I
that
get
get if you're not playing online? What
new characters.
that's it? New
Well,
characters?
new characters. I think it's 4 new characters. In they're released, you know, over the course of like a year.
Right, like Smash Brothers style.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think a couple stages. Yeah, maybe some costumes. I don't know,
Okay.
but that's the thing that kind of kills me about fighting games these days. Is they all have these season passes, and it's such a like I got to start looking at spreadsheets to figure out like, well, if I buy the base game, and if I buy the base game plus the season pass, but then there's the collector's edition, which includes the season pass, but it also includes these extra bonuses, and but then there's the ultimate edition, which has this and this, but it I don't think it has this other thing, but it has this thing, and it's all very confusing.
How is that any different than any other video game purchase at this point? If you're pre-ordering, like almost every game has a deluxe edition at the very least. Even Final Fantasy 16 has a deluxe edition.
See, most of the games I buy don't have that
Don't
stuff,
do that. Yeah.
you know?
Outside of AAA,
Yeah, and I mean,
Street Fighter 6 is a AAA game.
what AAA stuff do I play other than like,
Last of Us,
yeah,
which I don't think had a deluxe edition. It might have,
no,
actually.
you know,
Yeah.
Spider-Man, I like that just, you buy Spider-Man, you get Spider-Man. You can pay a little extra to get the first game.
Yeah. Well, Insomniac often does early unlocks. Like it'll unlock some later game stuff for you early,
Oh yeah,
which I
But-
think is kind of cool. But so
Yeah.
often in those games, you unlock the cool stuff at the end, and then
Oh yeah.
by then you're like almost done.
Yeah, it's like unless you are one of the people who will go back and do like new game plus or whatever.
Which I am not that.
Yeah, I'm
person,
not
no.
usually that either.
No.
But Street Fighter is pretty cool. I like it.
Cool.
It's fun.
Cool.
Yeah. I'm a Shoto scrub, so I'm just playing with Ken for the most part.
No Ryu? Just Ken?
Now Ken's cooler, man.
Okay.
He's cooler.
Okay.
But yeah, so I've been playing that. What else am I playing? We're just full on into
We're full on into it.
okay. Hey, speaking of fighting games, we'll talk about this real quick. I also picked up, and I picked this up a little bit before.
I don't understand why this is on your list.
I picked up Guilty Gear Strive.
What has happened to you, Phil? Are you a fighting game person now?
I'm big in the
this
fighting
what's
game
happened?
community.
Yeah. You're
No,
getting
have
ready
you
for
seen-
Evo? Is that what this is? You're
Yes,
training
I am
for Evo?
preparing. This is all an elaborate excuse for me to meet Jamie Lee Curtis. This is what I'm hoping for.
This is.
Yeah,
I see. Okay.
yeah. This is part of my elaborate scheme.
Why did you pick up Guilty Gear Strive? This seems like a very non-Phil video game, and I'm
Well, again,
confused by it.
as I said, I enjoy fighting games on a very casual basis.
Mhm.
And let me ask you this, CJ. Let me answer your question with a question.
Go for it.
Have you seen Guilty Gear Strive in action?
No,
Okay.
I don't think so.
Go watch some trailers. Go watch some gameplay video of Guilty Gear Strive,
hmm
and that may answer your question why I wanted to play this.
Is Mega Man in it?
Yes, but that's not why. No, that's not true. He's not in that. If anything, he would be in
more
Street
likely
Fighter
to be
because
in
it's
Street Fighter.
Capcom.
Yeah.
It is a stunningly beautiful game. It is it's a 3D fighting game,
Sure.
as they all are these days.
Right.
But whatever cell shaded graphic enhancements they use on this game, it looks like 2D animation. It looks like anime.
Yeah.
And it
But
is
you're playing it.
stunning. It is beautiful.
Okay.
And I've been kind of low key wanting to play that game in the back of my head since its release, because I think it's it's not exactly new at this point.
Right.
And finally I broke down and was like, I'm gonna get this game. Screw it. I'm gonna buy Guilty Gear Strive. I'm gonna play it.
Came out in 2021.
Look at that. So yeah, 2 years
Yeah.
old. Yeah, well, it already has again, going back to the fighting game season passes, it's got 2 of them, I believe. So
I see.
but I picked it up. And again, I'm just messing around with it casually, just playing through the story modes and such. And it's beautiful. I'm really digging it. Am I fully understanding the mechanics? Absolutely not. Am I playing at any level of competency? No. Anyone who's actually good at Guilty Gear would be offended that I'm playing this game. But I get to look at a lot of pretty pictures that are just people beating each other up, and it is delightful. I'm enjoying it.
Okay. All right.
So,
All right.
yeah, go watch. I'm telling you, at some point, don't do it now because
Right.
we're recording a podcast now.
Yes.
But later, go look at some trailers.
Okay.
And you will say, boy, that is a pretty looking game.
Okay.
That's a real nice looking game. That'll be you.
It's probably not for me, but yeah.
Well, probably not.
Yeah.
Probably not. If you're not up for a fighting game, probably
I can't do it. I can't do fighting games.
Really?
Yeah.
Just don't have the finger dexterity?
No.
Because I've heard that about you from like a few different people.
I think for me it is, well, if I play a fighting game, I would kind of want to play online, but
okay.
I know if I do that, I will get discouraged like immediately.
That's why I don't.
And then I will question why I even purchased that game in the first place. And yeah, I just cannot do it.
That's why playing against the CPU is good enough for me.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I'm enjoying it.
Well, good.
Since we last talked, I finished up Star Wars. I finished Jedi Survivor.
Yeah.
All said, it took me about 30 hours. I did not complete all the kind of optional side quest stuff at all. Not by a long shot.
Yeah.
But I did get through the main story. And
now, are you the kind of person that would go back to the save like right before the end and go clean up these side things?
Well, the way
already do.
The way this is set up is even after you've finished it, you can go back. Even though you finished the main story, you're still just kind of plopped into the world, and you can go back and clean stuff up. You don't have to load up an old save game or anything.
Right. Okay.
So,
well, that's good.
Yes. I am the type of person who would think, well, I should probably go back and do all that side quest stuff.
Yeah. Because you had fun with the game, I assume.
I absolutely did.
Yeah.
I absolutely did. Am I going to do that? I can almost guarantee you I will not.
Okay.
Because I just have too much other stuff that I want to play.
There's too much other stuff to play. Yeah.
But I will certainly
and the
think
rumor
about
is that your beloved Hi-Fi Rush is getting an update with new gameplay. So
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, the rumor is that 10 new achievements have shown up
for
Hi-Fi Rush, and those would be associated with an update or DLC. So
boy, I do like Hi-Fi Rush a lot.
It is a good game.
Coincidentally, and I didn't put it on my what I've been playing list, but I purchased that on PC this week.
I saw you loading it up on Steam.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Yes. It's on sale. The Steam version's on sale.
Phil purchased Hi-Fi Rush.
What can I say?
You put your money where your mouth is. You're supporting a game that you like with
absolutely.
money. and that is worthwhile. If a
Absolutely.
game that you really like is on a subscription service or whatever, I think you should still consider purchasing it just to put
I
your vote
mean,
in.
I did.
There you go.
I did. I gave them some of my money.
That's good.
I'll tell you what, if they do a physical version at some point for Xbox, I will gladly buy a physical copy just to have that in my collection.
Yeah. That'd be cool.
But you know what? I actually well, again, I wasn't going to talk about this, but I guess I am now. I'll keep it brief. I started replaying it on the PC.
Oh, nice.
I
Okay.
played through the first stage.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, no, this game is still really good.
Yeah.
This game is still like
I need
absolute
to go back to it.
top 5 of the year contender for me.
Yeah.
And I don't know, it at the moment is probably still my favorite game of the year. So it's a really good game. It's charming as hell, and I love it so much. You should absolutely go back and finish it because I would like to. It's good. And it's not long. It's not a long game.
Yeah.
What else? What else did I play? Oh, that's right. The only other thing I played a little more Zelda.
Okay.
As I promised. Once I finished Star Wars, I was going to start into Zelda.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't played enough to really talk about it. I know you and Greg have been playing it seemingly nonstop.
Seemingly nonstop. That's right.
I'm just going off our little Slack chats.
Yeah.
But
you'd be correct.
I've just done a little bit more. So it's good.
And when you say a little bit more, you're on the surface, you're in Hyrule.
I am.
Have you made your way to any of the regional disturbances yet? Or are you just wandering around Lookout Landing?
Let me tell you all I've done.
Yeah.
All I have done so far is I got down to the surface. I wandered around a little bit. Fought some enemy goobers. I found a little village settlement.
Yeah.
That first, I'm assuming it's the first little town where what's her name? The gal with the eyeglasses that the internet's all horny about.
Sure.
That's the one. Yes.
Yeah.
I found the town with her.
That's where
that's right where they drop you down. Yes.
That's pretty much right there, right?
Yes. I did the little you got to go over to this little ruined tower or something, and I see Zelda. I see Zelda disappear.
Uh-huh.
And then I wandered back, and then they're like, "Oh, you can go down into our little hidden safe house underground."
Yeah.
And I did that.
Have you unlocked the Skyview Tower that's in Lookout Landing? Any of those?
Yes.
Okay.
Is that place called Lookout Landing?
I don't know, actually.
That little town?
I'm not sure.
I hesitate to say town. It's not really a town, right?
It is, yeah. It is a town.
Okay.
I would say. A settlement.
Okay. Yeah, settlement seems more. Oh, I don't know. This is all semantics. My point is I haven't really played it much at all. Okay. I did that little shrine that's right there.
Uh-huh.
And that's really about all I've done so far.
That's it. Oh wow.
So okay. Don't roll your eyes at me. How dare you? I've been busy playing fighting games like a cool kid.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're playing the cool games.
Yeah. I'm not playing your little nerdy I'm in a fantasy realm. I'm gonna hit people with my sword with a rock on it. Yeah, okay, cool guy. I need to get back. I need to get back to more Zelda because it is neat.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this about Zelda though.
Say it.
Let me say this about Zelda. This is why Zelda's terrible. And has always been.
Oh no.
No, that's not my point. I'm being facetious. I will say that watching all those incredible videos and animated GIFs that people have made and posted online of all the crazy stuff they've built in this game, it's a little intimidating because I look at all this stuff, and I'm just like, I'm not smart enough to figure out this type of thing. But
Well, let me
I'm
spoil it for you, Phil. You don't
spoil
have
it.
to know any of that stuff.
That's what I kind of figured. I figured these are the people who are like, you know, very, far more clever than I,
Far more, yeah.
doing all this. Well, you don't have to agree so quickly.
They are far more clever
That
than
are
you.
that
You're
are
right.
that are making all this stuff to show
Yeah.
off, and they
Yeah.
absolutely should, because some of the stuff they do is incredible.
Yeah.
But yes, hopefully I can solve it by just being a dumb guy.
You can. I
Okay,
will spoil that for you. Yes,
good,
you can do that. Yeah.
good. Okay, that's all I need to hear.
Yeah. I'll
Because
talk
other
a
than
little bit
that,
more about that
oh, good,
in my segment
please
too.
do.
Yeah.
Because other than that, this is the last thing I've been playing this week. Is I got some more Katamari. I didn't just wear the shirt for nothing.
That's
Uh,
right.
we love Katamari Reroll Plus Royal Reverie has been
Yeah.
released this week from the good folks at Bandai Namco Entertainment. And I picked it up for the Nintendo Switch. And this is, of course, the remake of the PlayStation 2 classic We Love Katamari, which is the sequel, the second game in the Katamari series.
That's right.
And I am absolutely delighted to be playing We Love Katamari again, because it's such a good game. It's so fun, and it's so bouncy and chipper and happy and bright and colorful, and I love it so much. Rolling around, picking up crap, having a blast. Listening to some of that Katamari soundtrack, forget it. The best. So that's it. That's what I've been playing. Do you have any interest
Royal
in
Reverie part?
What's that?
What's the Royal Reverie part?
Oh, I have
of
no
this?
idea.
Okay.
Not a clue.
Okay.
It might just be a fun subtitle.
Okay.
I don't know. I haven't seen.
That would be like an extra campaign or something on top of it.
Maybe. I mean, I've only played through the first handful of stages at the moment, so I haven't seen anything, new
Gotcha.
that
Okay.
wasn't in the original version. But
Yeah.
but it's oh boy, I love me some Katamari.
Katamari
Do you have any interest
is good.
in Katamari,
I purchased the
or do you
first
hate
game,
joy?
Reroll. I hate joy, Phil. You should
Okay.
know that about me. No, I mean, I bought the first one, the first remake when that came out, and played a little of that.
Okay.
But I never finished it and never really went back past the
Oh.
first couple levels. So I am skipping out on this one
Okay.
for now.
Now, see, I absolutely finished the original remake,
Yeah.
and I'm seeing in our chat here, KSO 0514 says there are new levels
In the Katamari remake. Okay.
in the remake, so
That must be the Royal Reverie part.
please look forward to it.
Yeah.
I know I am.
Hmm.
So, but yeah, that's
All right.
what I've been playing.
All right.
What about you, CJ?
Well, I was inspired a little bit about after the MetaQuest 3 unveiling in the Meta Gaming Showcase to pop on my Quest.
Oh,
My Quest 2, and especially they announced that Beat Saber was getting a Queen pack. I believe this was
oh,
announced when the PSVR 2 version was announced and released.
okay.
They released a Queen song pack. So I was like, "Hey, I like music games that have licensed music, and Queen has some good songs."
I mean, it's
And
Queen.
well, yeah, how
Yeah,
can you beat that?
absolutely.
So I was like, "Well, I don't really want to buy it again for PSVR 2. I have it on Quest, and that's sort of if I'm going to be moving around a whole lot, I'd rather play
Right.
it on the Quest." And so I said, "Hey, uh, I'll boot up Beat Saber." and play some of that, and
or beat up Boot Saber,
and get
whichever one.
the Queen music pack. So I did that and played a bunch of that yesterday and enjoyed the heck out of it.
How
I
many songs are in the Queen pack?
It's actually quite a few, like
Oh,
8,
really?
between 8 and 10,
Oh, wow. Okay.
something like that.
Hmm.
It's a good amount
Wow.
of their hits and such.
Right. Right.
Um, so I picked that up, and I had not played a whole lot of Beat Saber, and
Oh.
I'm bad at it. By the way, but so I used the modifiers a little bit to make it a little easier, like turned off or turned on no fail mode, and like turned off the walls, and turned off initially I turned off the arrows as well,
Well,
like the
I
directionals
mean,
that you have to swipe up, down, left, right on
you
the
shouldn't have
on
to
the
worry about the walls if you're playing the Queen songs. That would just be like if you're playing like
Pink
Pink
Floyd.
Floyd,
Yeah. They don't have a Pink Floyd pack, Phil.
because they did that as like an album they did
I see. I
called
yeah.
called The
Yeah.
Walls.
I think it's just the wall.
There was a movie that it was the Pink Floyd's The Walls, the movie,
The Wall's the movie.
the official Peter Jackson's Pink Floyd, The
Official
Walls, the
official
movie,
game of the movie.
the official game of the movie.
Mm.
Yeah, that's the one.
Okay.
Go
But yeah,
ahead.
so I turned off a bunch of stuff and played it, and then started turning some things back on as I
Oh,
kind of got used to the controls.
there
So
you
like the
go.
arrows and stuff, turned all those on. So now I'm playing just regular, although I'm playing on easy for the most part
Hey, are you having fun?
because I am having fun.
And there
Yeah,
you go.
I am really
That's the
quite
important
enjoying it.
part.
That is the important part. I figure once I get used to how everything works in Beat Saber, I will pump it up to normal.
Yes.
But yeah, having fun with that. And then I was inspired to then try out Pistol Whip. So Pistol Whip,
I don't know what that is.
not really similar to Beat Saber,
Okay.
exactly, but it is a game where you kind of travel in this. It auto scrolls you through this 3D space, and it's sort of it's a shooting gallery game, I would say, with mostly like neon visuals, but you shoot baddies who come out from various places on the screen, and you have to dodge their bullets as well. They will shoot back at you, and you have to dodge and not let it hit your head.
Okay.
And you shoot to the beat. If you shoot to the beat, you get like bonus points. So
Oh, okay.
there is kind of a music game feel to it. Each stage has its own like soundtrack and song that it's playing in sort of its own vibe, and they have put out like a lot of different scenes for the game. There's a campaign as well as like DLC that they've added to it over time. So there's like some survival horror type levels
Hmm.
and some futuristic type levels and things like that. Uh so I downloaded a free trial on the Quest store to try it out because I had heard good things about it before.
Yeah.
Uh and then ended up buying it after the half-hour trial
Okay.
because I was having so much fun with it. And it is kind of, yeah, it's a shooting gallery type game, but it's very sort of John Wick style, I guess. Like
I'm
where
looking at
you're
I'm looking at some
really feeling
trailers for it right now.
like a badass as you shoot, and you can dual wield. Normally the game only you have one pistol in your hand,
Ah.
but you can choose to dual wield and stuff. And there's a melee attack as well. You can do the titular pistol whip of characters if you want. But yeah, I ended up purchasing that game,
That looks kind of neat.
and it's kind of quite a workout too.
Oh, really? I mean, Beat Saber is
around a lot. Beat
a
Saber
pretty solid workout as well.
is a pretty solid workout, but this was even one level above that.
Okay.
Highly recommend downloading the trial and checking that out. Though.
Pistol Whip.
Pistol Whip.
And that is also available for the PlayStation.
It is it's available for everything. It's a
Yeah.
PSVR 1, PSVR 2, and Quest. Yeah.
All right.
And I think it's on PC too.
Okay.
And then I was inspired to then purchase Audica, which I know you were a big fan of Audica.
I really enjoy Audica.
And a friend of the show, Mike Phillips, said that I should check out Audica. I was talking about Beat Saber on our VR channel. And Audica is a music-based shooter from Harmonix, which I love Harmonix. So had no problem plunking down the $30 for this game too.
Yep.
But the idea is it's a similar sort of shooting gallery game, but it's more like Elite Beat Agents. You're shooting targets on the screen and sustain notes and things like that. And you have two guns that are colored. It sounds like you can customize the colors, but I just use the default blue and orange. And it has some licensed music in there as well, and Harmonix sold song packs. I don't know if they're doing it still, but for a while there, they were selling DLC music for Audica.
Yes.
Yeah, and so I tried that today and had a lot of fun with that too.
It's a great game.
I'm also bad at this one. Although not as bad at this as I am at Beat Saber. And I don't know exactly why. Maybe it's that the shooting mechanic, like shooting guns, is different than actually like swinging swords in certain
Absolutely.
directions.
Well, yeah, because in Beat Saber you have to worry about like what actual direction you're swinging in.
Yeah.
Whereas this, it's just kind of point and shoot.
Point and shoot.
Yep.
Yes. And I'm fine with that.
Yes. Yeah, no, Audica is, I love Audica.
Yeah.
It
so
is a
I've
hoot.
been playing Audica.
Good.
Yeah. Using the Quest 2 more. Recently,
very good.
It's good. Yeah. And I've been playing more Humanity.
Well, of course.
Which I work for the company that makes this game. So of course I'm playing it.
Is that right?
Yeah.
All this time, I had no idea.
All this time.
Oh.
Yeah, I've been playing user stages. Like there's a community aspect to Humanity. Humanity is an action puzzle game where you play a Shiba Inu leading people to a goal. But the real fun part of it is there's a stage creator so that people can make their own levels. And man, people are making some absolutely amazing stuff.
Let me tell you something about Humanity real quick.
Please do.
Now we've talked about this game, and I have told you that I enjoy this game.
Yeah.
And that has nothing to do with you having worked on it. I legitimately enjoy that game. However, I do have one big problem with it.
What's that?
There's not enough poop in that game.
Not enough poop.
If only there was more poo in that game.
Phil, I'm happy to tell you.
Oh,
somebody this week in the community made a level called SHTF. That was just a large curly poo.
Oh. Well, I know I was talking up Hi-Fi Rush as maybe being my game of the year, but
now
there was no giant poo piles in that game either.
The giant poo pile in Humanity.
Well, good.
Yeah, somebody made that. And it's actually a decent stage, which I was kind of surprised by.
That's great.
But yeah, so I played that stage and we featured it for a time as well. But yeah, people are making like animated levels. Like somebody made a dog level where the tail of the dog actually wags
Oh,
back and forth.
wow.
Like, yeah, like super detailed. And another one very recently made like this half planet sphere
Okay.
that you walk on, and you have to collect as many people as you can up and like escape in this rocket ship that goes up.
Oh, jeez.
um kind of crazy to see it all.
That's
And
fantastic.
the community is like turning the game's core mechanics into mechanics that I don't think the design team ever considered as levels.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, there's a snake. Somebody made a snake game level where the longer the group of like the tail of the snake gets, the more places you can go in the stage, and it just
Oh,
like kind of grows as you gather more people. And
wow.
yeah, some like really crazy inventive stuff like
That's great.
that I'm absolutely shocked and happily surprised by. So yeah, even after you played the campaign, there is so much more. That's like half the game. Like the
Yeah.
rest of the game is in user stages and actually playing through that. And I'm doing a lot there to curate lists of good stages so that it's not just, a wasteland of poor quality stages. Like this is all good stuff that's in user stages. So check that out. If you have humanity, please play some of those user stages. And then I've been playing Tears of the Kingdom, a little
Now, which one's
game,
this?
yeah, that Nintendo released a few weeks ago,
Okay.
and I am having a heck of a lot of fun with it. I am going to say this about Tears of the Kingdom.
Okay.
I like it better than Breath of the Wild. Almost.
Bold statement.
Yeah, because Breath of the Wild is one of my favorite games of all time.
Right.
But this, I think, has it beat in a couple of ways. Uh it feels like the original Breath of the Wild, it felt like there was a lot of freedom in terms of exploring the world.
Yeah.
And you would see videos of people doing crazy stuff like riding a boulder halfway across the map and things like that, like stuff that I never felt that I would be able to do.
Mm-hmm.
But this game uses these sort of core mechanics, the ascendability, the rewindability, the fuse, and the ultra hand, and all that stuff in ways that just make you feel like you are in command of everything in in the open world.
Hmm.
And oftentimes I will forget that I have a particular ability. Ascend, I
Oh,
forget that I have ascend all the time.
right.
And it's like, oh, well, this is a dead end. Where does it want me to go? Oh, right. I could go through the floor of this room and maybe there's something above it. And uh with the ultra hand, you know, making devices, I made the air bike that everybody on the internet is raving about,
Yeah.
which is basically like a control stick and two fans is
Hmm.
the air bike. And it uses it does not use a whole lot of battery power to control,
Hmm.
and you can go anywhere with it. You can pretty much drive anywhere on the map. So if you want to go to a sky island, you want to go somewhere inaccessible, you can do that with ease.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and I love the narrative too. Like
Yeah.
this, Breath of the Wild, I thought the story was all right. I didn't love it.
Hmm.
But this one I'm really liking. And you pick up parts of the narrative by finding these glyphs
Yeah.
across the map, and it sort of reveals itself chapter by chapter, bit by bit. And you can collect those, of course, in any order you want to. And I think it tells a pretty compelling story. I think the voice acting is better in this game than in the first one.
Okay.
Uh, I got the Master Sword
Oh, good.
in this game so far. Yeah.
Did you attach something stupid to it?
Of course, I attached something stupid to it, which it amplifies its power,
Oh,
which is nice, for sure. And then there is, by the way,
yeah.
there is a location in the game where you can detach things that you have fused to another
Oh, is
weapon.
that right?
So if you want to, like, if you have something really good you want to keep using,
Hmm.
you can detach
Oh dear.
that stuff too.
Speaking of things I'd like to
I
detach,
was going to say, speaking of being detached,
It's Greg Seward. Hello.
Greg's back.
Greg Seward.
hi,
How's it
I'm
going?
good. Everything's fine.
Excellent.
A little bit
Good.
of a scare, but everything's good. So
Good,
Okay,
good,
good.
good. That's good to
Yeah.
hear. We're talking about Tears of the Kingdom.
never heard of it.
It's a you know the Legend of Zelda, that old Nintendo game?
Yeah,
They
was
made
that
a
the
modern
one-
version of it.
Okay,
They made
Yeah,
a
it was the one
sequel
there
to
was like a
was that the one with
shortage.
Princess Peach? Was that the?
No, no, no. You're thinking that's well, I mean Kid
Oh,
Icarus, but it's
Knuckles. This
really
was
Pit.
this is the one with Knuckles.
Yes.
Okay, Yeah.
Yes.
yes,
Yeah.
I love that game.
Just look out for the creator of that game because
Well, I feel like he won't be bothering anybody for a couple years.
Well, you got to wait till sentencing. That doesn't happen until July.
I thought he was already sentenced.
No.
Oh, okay.
Prosecution
sorry.
wants
I'm
2.5
sorry. I forget what I said.
2.5 years for Yuji Naka. But yeah. Where was I? Yes, I have the Master Sword. But I love the map in this game, and just traversal around feels better than Breath of the Wild to me. And the dungeons that are in this game, the temples, especially the lead up to each one, I think feels better than anything that's in Breath of the Wild. Just narratively and set pieces are way better.
Yep. Yeah, they make all the difference in the world in this game.
It does. Although I've run into the first dungeon that I didn't like.
Really?
The Fire Temple. I didn't like the Fire
Oh,
Temple.
I haven't been there yet. I'm kind of, I have to say, I'm kind of over dealing with extreme cold or heat in that game.
Oh yeah.
Like I just don't want to. Like I have 2 shield slots right now that are just, that's all they're for. Like I don't use those shields for anything, and I'm just like, okay, 1 sapphire, 1 ruby.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, you don't have to do that if you have clothing that
But I don't.
but you don't. Okay. Well, there's your first problem.
My first problem is my armor still sucks.
Oh,
And
mine does.
I've gotten to the point where I'm actively avoiding confrontation on the overworld. Which can't be good because I'm so sick of dying in 1 or 2 hits.
Yeah, I should work on that. I should work on my armor because I have not had any of the great fairies upgrade my armor at all.
Yeah, same.
Whereas my daughter, who's playing this at the same time as me, she has focused on that and has like upgraded her armor several times. Yeah. I love the depths too. That might be my favorite part of this game.
Although I found I had no idea that this was the case because I didn't really look up a whole lot the first time I was in the depths, or maybe I wasn't in an area where you'd see them, but I didn't realize that the dragons circulate from the skies to the depths.
That's right.
And I was at Kakariko Village, and there's a giant chasm right next to the village. But I was sort of running around doing all the, quests in Kakariko, and then it's like I happen to look over, it's like, oh my god, the dragon is like coming right down to the surface. I didn't know they did that. And then I realized, oh, he's going into this giant chasm.
Yeah.
So I ended up hopping onto the dragon and just riding him all the way down into the depths, which took a while because he's moved so slow. But it's great because then like I had an awesome bird's eye view of the depths for quite a while. It was all dark, but you could see the seeds everywhere, or the roots. Right. So you get an idea of like, yeah. So that was kind of fun. And then I found I started following the statues, but I didn't realize that statue quest they talk about, there's actually multiple sets of them.
There's multiple statue quests.
No
That's
idea.
right.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, because I found it's like an old mine or something.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
it's like, oh, this is awesome. But then like one of the constructs there was like, I have something cool for you, but you weren't supposed to be here yet. So you don't get it.
Right.
And it's like, oh man, because I'm pretty sure that's armor. So I was all
It's not.
excited. Oh, damn. Okay.
So, yeah.
It doesn't matter because I couldn't get it. So
But there is a quest in the depths there, right south of Lookout Landing, that if you do that one first, you get something very cool, which I'll spoil now. You get auto build from that.
Okay.
And auto build is excellent. You only have to build something once, and then you can recreate it at any time. Even if you don't have the parts for it, you can use Zonai to build it from nothing.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, and I started upgrading my battery finally. I was like, I have all these
The charges.
charges, and it's not the charges, the zonite,
Right.
the fragments, the pieces, and it's like, maybe I should do something with these. So I got a little piece of battery.
I'm on 4.5 batteries now.
Wow, I'm on
4.5
1.5.
Yeah. Once you really start exploring the depths, you can get battery power really quickly.
Well, you get so much of it down there.
You get so much of it, yeah. Well, not only zonite, but you get charges down there too that you can then just process into battery power, which is great. But yeah, I love pretty much everything about this game. I want to keep playing it forever. I don't want it to end. I finished the 4 regional disturbances, so I'm done with those. I've done the 4 temples now. And as soon as I was done with that, my daughter is like, you have to go to the end. Like, go to the end and fight Ganon. And I was like, no, I don't want to
can't
finish
make
the
me.
game yet. Like, I have so much more that I want to do. So many side quests I want to do. So many heart containers that I still have to get. So many shrines to do. But so now we're both racing to the end. She is probably on her way to Ganon right now. And
I expect a note to come through under your door right now.
I know exactly. Exactly. And I went up to Hyrule Castle to try to get to the end game part. And so I am in the end game, but I placed a marker down and I'm going to go do some other stuff as well.
I can't believe, I mean, not that I've been playing it like every waking hour. I've got a little over 40 hours into the game now. And I'm hearing like you saying that you're in the end game, and that just feels so far away from where I am. I've done 2 temples.
Yeah.
But I get so distracted all the time.
Same.
Like,
Same.
yeah, like I was at Kakariko Village, and I was actually looking for the mayor's house. No, I was on my way to the ancient lab, the lab of ancient devices or whatever. And
The tech lab.
there was a one of those little seed guys. What are they called?
Koroks.
Koroks. There was a Koroks. Like, I got to get to my friend, and it's like, oh, there's the smoke signal at the bottom of this hill, and there was a little zonite device there. Well, in 3 pieces, it was like a platform with wheels and a control stick and a fan, so you could build a car.
Yeah.
I was like, well, I got to do this. So I built the car, and it was a disaster. It was just a comedy of errors getting down the hill because the thing doesn't turn at all, not really. And so I kept jumping off the thing, and it just would tumble down the hill, and I'd listen to the little guy scream and cry the whole way down. But anyway, I got him down there, got my Korok seeds, and like there was like a shipwreck, and it's like, well, what's this? And there was a message in a bottle, and it's like, okay, I'm stuck somewhere in a cave. Luckily, I've been able to send these bright bloom seeds out on a current, and if you just follow these, you can save me. So then I got into that, and it's like I had to build a boat, and I followed this current, and I found him, and I've got such bad PTSD because of the Yiga clan at this point
Oh yeah.
And even as he's thanking me for saving, I'm like, you bastard, you're gonna turn into a ninja. Like I'm gonna have a fight in here, aren't I? But I didn't. And so and there was a ton of ore in there, and I got that. So then I went up through the roof because I didn't want to go back across the ocean. And suddenly I ended up on like a snow-capped mountain, and I'm in a whole other area of this spot that I haven't seen before. And just like I'm never gonna finish this game.
Yeah.
But
That's easy to think.
It's easy to feel right now. Yeah.
I certainly felt that way not too long ago. But I am going to finish this game, and probably sooner than later.
Not sooner than your daughter, though.
She might finish it first. That's true. But I'll be close behind.
She's a kid. What does she know?
Exactly. I can limit her time on her Switch.
Yeah, you could ground her, and then she can't finish it.
I can turn off her access. Yeah. No, but yeah, I love the Yiga clan. I love it. I think there's so much more fun in this game than Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, I
They're
love
just as weird as they were in Breath of the Wild, but they're everywhere in this game.
Yeah,
especially in the depths.
Yeah.
And they built fortresses in the depths. I don't know if you've seen those yet.
That mine that I found, they'd taken over part of it. Like they had a little, like, almost like a shrine there, and like their tags were all over the place, but none of them were there. So
yeah, you probably have to go to the first one first, and then you'll run into more. But yeah, I love it. I kind of can't believe that this is the same map as Breath of the Wild, and I never would have expected the amount of content that is in this game. Like the stuff that I'm doing as side quests. The side quests are fun, and there's like an emotional payoff to a lot of them too.
I'll tell you, the biggest emotional payoff was introducing Hyrule to cheese. Just saying.
Yeah.
It was worth it.
I see. But anyway, yeah, I'm having a ton of fun with Tears of the Kingdom. I'm almost done with it. I did Eventide Island. You remember Eventide Island from
I remember that name.
The first game? It was one of those sections, which now they do this in shrines in Tears of the Kingdom, where they take away all your weapons and you just have to do it
right, yeah,
with nothing. That was how Eventide Island was in Breath of the Wild. It's a little different this time, but still challenging. There's a lot of fun stuff to do on the island this time. But
speaking of shrines, I was in a shrine that I absolutely loved recently, where it's called Vertical Machines. And it was these little Zonai devices that when you power them up, they stand straight up.
Right.
And so if you attach, like, they had these like L shape, they almost look like Tetris piece grates that you could create platforms, right? And you need to get across these two gaps, and one of them is pretty simple, and then the other one is gigantic. And I was so overthinking the puzzle. Because at one point you get
exactly the one you're thinking about.
At one point you get like a metal sphere that unlocks a door, and you have to get it through, and you're using these makeshift platforms. Like, this is great. I love this. And then it's like, okay, so I've done this. So I probably just have to make a platform that's big enough to get high enough that Link can float over to the end. Couldn't do it. And I was like, I was so stumped. And then I thought, oh, wait a minute, like, I can use this as a catapult. But like, there were these grates that had these bowls in them that were clearly for the sphere, the iron, I call them iron, the metal sphere. So it's like, oh, I can use this as a catapult. I'll just lay it all down, and I'll hit the machine, and I'll send, and maybe there's like a key over there, like an area over there that it needs to roll into. And then it'll like create a bridge or something. So I fired the thing across. I was like, well, nothing happened. And then it finally hit me. It's like, wait, I need to catapult myself over there. So I stood in the bowl and I just shot an arrow at it and it fired me across. Like that was awesome. I was such a satisfying puzzle.
By the way, I solved that one not using the catapult technique. I
Really?
actually
Oh, there
did
you
build a big enough structure to then
Really?
float over with the paraglider.
See, I
Okay.
couldn't get the pieces that I'd left across the first chasm over. So I felt
Yeah.
like I couldn't get a big enough structure. So you built a bridge.
I didn't build a bridge. No, I built a
Oh,
tower
tall enough.
that I then
Right.
jumped off.
See,
Yeah.
I built one that I think might have been tall enough, but the thing is with the ascension technique, if the platform's too high above you, you can't get to it.
You can't get to it. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And this one, I used the two vertically standing Zonai devices and just made like enough of a tower where I could just barely get to the end.
Hmm.
And I did the jump climb to jump from great to great, like in the area where there was a gap.
Oh my god, I
because
never even
put
thought to climb that thing.
Yeah, you can climb it, which
Huh.
is what I did.
Very cool.
Yeah, this game is so awesome. It's
I'm
a
having a lot of
classic.
fun with it.
My question now is, could they do this a third time? Use the same map, same Hyrule again?
I think there'd be backlash.
You think?
I think so.
Yeah, I could see that.
I don't know.
If they take another
because-
6 years to do it,
Yeah,
mm,
because this game like is so different. Even though it's the same place, it feels so different and it feels so much evolved from Breath of the Wild. Like I would want to see that level again up. If they could do it, I'd be there for it.
I think if anyone could get away with that, it would be Nintendo.
Yeah.
But I think you're getting into the law of diminishing returns at that point.
Possibly.
I think the mechanics could stay, like they could use evolve the mechanics,
Mm-hmm.
but I think there needs to be some sort of more significant change in the world next time. They've done a lot with this, don't get me wrong, but
they have, considering it's land, sky, and the underground this time. Yeah. Anyway, it's so good. Zelda's so good.
it's pretty darn good.
Yeah. Greg, did you want to talk about anything else that you've been playing?
No, that's really all I've been playing.
Just Zelda.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alrighty. Well, I guess that means.
Oh, you know what I did pick up?
What's that?
I see you're wearing your Pac-Man shirt, CJ.
Oh
I
yeah, I
am.
saw you tweet about this.
Let's see.
Uh-oh. You have it already? Oh my gosh,
let me
you
get
have
it
it
here.
already.
There it is.
The Pac-Man Lego set.
Pac-Man Lego set. There it is.
I've ordered it.
Yeah, same.
I ordered it and it is on its way, but
Oof.
it'll be
There
here
we
this
go.
week.
Well, luckily I happen to work very close to a Lego store, so
Nice.
when it came out on the first, I was there. And
Yeah,
picked mine up. So
I'm very excited about it.
yeah,
Yeah, same.
there we go. Yeah, I got to start putting it together. It looks like it's going to be very
Very involved.
very involved. Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's going to be a project, but I'm excited to get into it.
Yes.
Ugh.
Alrighty. I guess that
Yes.
means it's time for tweets.
Oh, tweedly-diddly-dee. Oh, tweedly-diddly-dee. Tweet. A tweet. Tweet, tweet.
All right. Let's do this one from Hacker Alias. Night Attack 09, who says, is it the summer lull or something else? I can't seem to get motivated to play any newish game I own, and instead find myself back replaying GTA 5 for the umpteenth time, while games like Lost Judgment, Ratchet and Clank, etc. are all unplayed. What should I do? What do you do?
Well, if you're having trouble finding something to play right now, I think it might be a you problem.
Could
Yeah.
There's a lot to play right now.
I'm supposed to be tweet 1 of 2, but I don't see
I don't see the second
the
one.
second
Yeah.
one.
Look at that too.
I don't know. I mean, I totally get what he's saying. I do that a lot
Absolutely.
too.
Oh
But,
yeah, sometimes you just kind of can't get your head in the mindset to play anything in particular.
And I suppose if you're not a Zelda fan, there might not be anything to play at the moment.
Well, there's still plenty of other stuff to play. My goodness.
Yeah. I don't know.
There have been a lot of big games that have come out this year. And Street Fighter 6 and Final Fantasy.
Oh, Street Fighter
16.
6, right. I forgot that came out this week.
You should have been here earlier. I was talking about it.
Great.
It does look great. Usually during those lulls, I just play whatever comfort food video game I can find.
Yeah.
Rock Band is one of those for me.
That's usually when I'll fire up like the Genesis or NES Mini and just sort of
tool around
jump into
those.
some games.
Yeah. Sometimes it's hard to like hop into those larger games. I definitely feel that as well.
Yeah.
But boy, oh boy, yeah. If you're still sitting on like Ratchet and Clank,
man,
like,
play that. Play that.
Play Ratchet and Clank.
That's one of those games that's good right from the get go.
Yeah,
and just stays good the whole time. So like that's a great if you're feeling kind of blah about games in general, like I think that's a great one to jump into just because it's not super difficult.
Yeah,
it's fun.
You can
it's
platinum
light.
it pretty easily.
Yeah.
It's just kind of a light, breezy.
It's like the Ted Lasso of video games.
It is.
I don't know because the
first
third
season,
Ratchet and Clank game was good.
First season. I'm almost done. I'm one episode away from finishing season 3.
I haven't seen season 2 yet.
I was not a fan of season 3.
I've heard that.
No,
from a few people.
Yeah.
But the first season was great.
The
first season was great.
Well, see, that's
first
the thing.
Was great.
I was so disappointed with season 3. I was like, was season 1 actually good, or
was I wrong the whole time?
Was it just?
Am I
did
so
we all
out of
think
touch?
It was good because it was like different and positive?
I think that absolutely had a lot to do with it.
Yeah.
I mean, like that to me, that was it, and it was entertaining. Don't get me wrong. On its own merits, I think it was a very good show for the first season. Again, I haven't seen season 2 or 3, but absolutely the fact that it was so light and positive,
right,
that is what strung me along that whole season. I was just really enjoying myself every time I watched it. I felt good,
and not to say that like season 3 wasn't positive, because it was, but just the writing was not good in that. Third
I
season.
disagree with that. I thought the writing was
was
largely fine. I thought some of the subplots just didn't pay off the way.
Largely fine. EGM.
I'll tell you,
largely fine.
I'm watching that season 3 of Ted Lasso. I almost expected to see Mark Summers' name show up on the lead writer, because that them scripts, it was super sloppy.
That's a good Ted Lasso. You got a good Jason Sudeikis
that's right.
impression.
That's right.
There.
Yes, indeed. Yes, sir. It's a darn shame.
Hey, we can cover this one now. Greg, now that you've joined us, we can do this one from the Dutch Slayer, who says, you guys wanted the new Samba de Amigo with maracas. Now you can in VR and use the VR controllers as maracas.
So excited. I'm so excited.
Like I was saying earlier, doesn't count as maracas unless we get some shaking.
You know what,
on.
though? You know what? I mean, that's yes, you're right.
Yeah,
you're right. But if that's the alternative,
as close as you're gonna get.
Yeah, thank you.
Well,
I'll take it. Better than the Wii controller.
I mean, you missed this, Greg, but I was saying earlier that someone's got someone who's good at 3D printing.
Yeah.
Make a little add-on that we can plug in.
Yeah.
You could just put some frozen peas in a soda can, an empty soda can, and put them on your
can of soda
controllers.
pop.
Yeah. recreate the
I mean-
feeling. No, that probably wouldn't be.
I mean, those peas are going to thaw out very quickly.
Just gonna no. CGL just playing his walk-in freezer.
Yeah.
Walk-in freezer. What?
I don't know. You got that rich house now. I see you splurged on some shelves back there that are assembled. Good job.
They
You
are
know you're supposed to
assembled.
put stuff on those, right?
What? Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll get to that at some point.
That's his. That's his.
Those are my looking shelves. They're only for looking at, not putting anything on.
Feast your eyes.
You don't want to scratch the surface.
Yeah, I want to keep them mint. I want to
Yeah.
keep them
Right.
minty.
Got to be mint.
Ah,
All right. So anyway, are we excited about Samba de Amigo in VR?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
yeah.
Definitely.
I was thinking of buying it on Switch just because of the motion
Nope.
controls, but maybe I should go VR for this instead. Anyway, we got a question. What do we think of Diablo 4? I don't think any of us are playing it.
I'm sure it's great.
I'm
Yeah,
sure it's
I
great.
bet you it's a great Diablo game, and I
Yes.
hope everyone's really enjoying it.
Yeah. Once the Activision Blizzard deal goes through and it's on Game Pass, I'll play it.
I'll
I
tell
won't,
you
but
what.
still.
GOTY. Game of the Year.
I see. Yeah.
Diablo 4. Do you know, hey, gents. Do you all speak a little, Espanol? Huh?
Yeah.
Spanish. That means Spanish. Do you
Is that
speak
French?
Spanish?
Is that French for Spanish?
Oui, monsieur. Diablo, of course, is Spanish for Beelzebub. And let me tell you,
Oh, really?
oh yeah.
Hmm.
The best part about Diablo 4 is because it is named after me, I get a little taste of every copy that's sold. That's part of the licensing agreement.
That's right.
So please buy
Bobby
a copy.
Kotick giving you some sweet residuals.
Oh, absolutely.
That's
The
one word
best.
for it.
Yeah.
I haven't actually played it. I'm sure it's fine.
Yeah. There should be a
lived it.
demo of Final Fantasy 16 coming out very soon. I'm very excited
That's
about
exciting.
that,
Oh,
Yeah.
though. Yeah.
I'm excited for that game. I hope
am
it lives
too.
up to what I've got it built up as in my mind.
I'm excited about it too. And this is the first time I've been excited about a Final Fantasy game in quite a while. So
Same.
wow.
yeah. I'll be done with Zelda and ready to play something new.
I won't, but I'll still be excited.
I mean, I probably will still play Zelda and go back and do side quests, but because they're so much fun. And I think that's the show.
Was that it?
That's
Okay.
It's the
I
end.
was glad to come in and just help close it.
They
like
call
I
you
really-
the closer.
Yeah.
Greg Seward, the closer.
Mm-hmm.
I like that TV show, The Closer. That was based on you, Greg. Clearly. Oh,
You know what TV show he's
righty, and
talking
that is
about, Greg?
What?
I've never seen it, but I have heard of the
Okay.
close.
Yeah, I haven't seen it either.
There you go. Alrighty, and that is our show for this week. Thank you very much for listening. If you have a question for us or would like to comment on something you heard, you can direct that to @P1 Podcast on the Twitter or @P1 Podcast at mastodon.social. If you prefer the old-fashioned ways of the internet, you can visit our analog website at playeronepodcast.com. There you'll find our contact information. You'll find blog entries about Sega CD stuff from Mr. Greg Seward. You'll find Generation 16 episodes as they occur. And you will find show notes and links to all the things we talked about on this episode. And a link to our Discord server where you can discuss this episode with us and our other listeners.
If you would like to subscribe to the Player One Podcast, you can do so by visiting playeronepodcast.com or by loading up your favorite podcast listening app. We're also on Stitcher Radio or on Spotify. You can like us on Facebook. You can watch video archives of our show on the youtubes.com/P1 Podcast, or you can watch us live most weeks on the YouTubes, the Facebooks, the Twitch, Televisions all over the place except for Twitter. But I'll tell you what,
Yeah.
it's a treat. You can join us most weeks. Typically, we will do the show at 5:30 specific time on Sundays. Just follow our Twitter or Mastodon to find out when we are doing our next live show. And I'll tell you what, if you like what you've heard, and how could you, head over to patreon.com/P1 podcast. Throw a few shekels our way. As you can see, CJ's shelves are woefully barren. He needs things to put on those shelves.
I
Hopes, dreams.
desperately hope that art that's been leaning up against the wall to CJ's right will be leaning up on top of those shelves.
Yes.
CJ's left next week.
Yes.
And then they're like that for 2 years.
One of those things that will go only 1 year. I've only been in this house a year and
longer.
a half. One of those things that will be on the shelf is going to be that Pac-Man Lego set.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
Nice.
So, you know,
Very nice.
I can guarantee that.
I'm excited to see how long it takes you to put that together.
I am also excited to see how long that takes me. I assume it'll be a while.
Don't you have a few other Lego sets that you've never touched?
Let's
You ever
not
put
talk
together
about
the
it.
Jesus
Seinfeld
Christ.
set?
I've not put together the Seinfeld set, and that's another one that will be residing on these shelves.
And I'm assuming you got the Office set, yes?
I have the Office set, yeah.
Have you put that together yet?
Of course not.
Okay. Just making sure.
Of course not.
Okay. I mean, you just put the boxes. Let's put the boxes on those shelves.
Yeah.
I could do that too.
Like your own
There you
little
go.
Lego store.
Yeah.
But yeah, we use your Patreon funds to actually support the show, keep us streaming and all that stuff. And I'll tell you what, if you are a Patreon friend of the $5 tier,
Cheap.
you gain access to a special weekly bonus episode. We record it right after this. We play games, crack-wise, having fun doing all the stuff we can't do on the regular show. CJ,
Yes.
doth we haveth a game before this day?
Weeketh.
Yeah.
We do
Oh,
have
good.
a quiz, indeed,
And tell me more.
from Night Attack 09, who has sent us a follow-up Canada quiz.
Oh,
Oh God.
it's a good thing our Canadian came back.
I know.
We have a
That was
chance
what I was
now.
thinking.
You guys were
Too.
embarrassing the last time on this. I'm not
It
saying
wasn't
I'll be
great.
much better, but it was pretty bad.
I mean,
Friggin' Americans.
Phil and I did terribly on that one. Canada.
That's what I was referencing.
centric
There
quiz,
weren't enough
and-
kids in the hall questions.
No,
I would have
clearly
done much
not.
better.
Not enough Moxie Fruvis.
Not enough
No.
craft dinner.
Never enough.
No. So
Well, we'll see how we do this time
this time we have a real Canadian. Maybe we can do better.
with an actual factual knucklehead of our own ready to go.
Yeah.
I think we'll be okay.
I don't know if we're gonna do one team. Night Attack says that they want us to do 1v1v1. Although
It'll be
we
really
could
embarrassing when
play
I lose.
CJ and Phil versus Greg,
No, that doesn't seem
which
fair.
I kind of like that idea. Quite
I might not
honestly.
play.
I still think we'd have no chance.
We probably would have no chance. You're
I
No.
right.
think you'd be surprised.
I don't know. I don't know.
We'll see. Yes.
Well, tune in, Patreon friends, to find out how this plays out. And I'll tell you what, if you have a couple bucks left over, head over to patreon.com/Greg Seward to help support Greg's outstanding, and it is indeed outstanding web series about North America's favorite runner-up, the Sega Genesis.
Thank you, Phil. And if you are a supporter of the $5 variety,
Also cheap.
you will get access to Satan's favorite video blog, The Weekly Commute.
Yes. I love it. I just wish you would still record it while you were out driving around in a hazardous fashion.
Would I have your protection?
I'm always watching you, Greg.
I know
Always.
that. Yep.
Wow.
Not in a creepy way, mind you.
No.
I'm just
that's
like
gross.
looking through your window and masturbating.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Keeping it clean and comfortable between friends.
Okay, I don't know where to go with that. Anyway, the weekly vlog where I talk about the different projects I'm working on, the status on the latest episodes, revisit things like classic reviews that I wrote on Gaming Age is what I've been doing lately. Also book reviews and stuff like that. By the way, I just finished Howard Scott Warshaw's Once Upon Atari. Fantastic book. Highly recommend. So yeah, please, and all that money, of course, goes towards the show, goes towards things like my Adobe licenses and everything. Try to keep everything legit on the show. Buying more laser active discs for coverage on the show. I just bought another porn disc for laser active, so that's fun. That's what you're supporting
For the show.
Yeah.
Wink.
Yeah. They're too.
Okay.
They're. I don't know enough Japanese for them to be of any use. So, just saying.
You need to speak the language for this.
Yeah, they're games.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll be covering them in a future episode.
Okay.
I think. I hope. I'm not sure how I'm going to do that, but anyway, yeah. So please consider supporting the show. Also, wanted to throw a quick thank you out there. Over the last week, a lot of people probably heard here in Nova Scotia, we had a lot of wildfires.
Oh yeah.
I know that's a much more regular thing out in on the West Coast, your guys' neck of the woods, more California. I think. I don't know if your state has a lot of wildfires every year.
We don't get as many actual wildfires, but what we do get is a lot of smoke from surrounding area wildfires.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. Right. And I know, like, I've got friends in Alberta and British Columbia who deal with these a lot every year, but it's not something that happens in Nova Scotia. And this past week we had one that it set records. It's the biggest one we've ever had. I think the last time we had a big one like that was 50 years ago. Anyway, people were reaching out asking me if I'm okay and everything's good. Yes, my family and I are all okay. They got it within about 10 kilometers of our house, but there were about 200 homes destroyed around here. So there are. I might be able to find a link if people feel like they want to donate to help those people who've lost their homes. That would be greatly appreciated. But I really appreciate everyone reaching out and asking if I was all right. That felt really nice. So thank you very much for that. That's it. That's all I got.
All right. I'm going to say this, Greg. Talking about Generation 16. One thing I like about Generation 16, Greg, it's always very positive.
Oh, thanks.
It's very easy.
That's not by mistake.
Oh, I know. I know.
Try to do that.
But it's very easy to get wrapped up in playing old video games and being kind of overly negative about them. But I appreciate, looking at watching some of your videos, some of the games. I'm like, oh, this is going to be terrible. And sometimes, some of those games that I think are going to be terrible actually turns out, oh, they're pretty good. And even some of those games that look like they're going to be terrible, even if they are terrible, they still have a pretty interesting story. There's actually something to learn and enjoy and discuss. You're not just a naysayer, Greg, and I appreciate that.
I appreciate you saying that.
You bet. Not related to anything.
I think I might cry.
Yeah, yes. Well, you should. I mean, look at yourself.
Oh, wow. You're not wrong.
I'm kidding, Greg. I love you.
Oh, I love you too, Phil.
Oh, that's nice. Is that it?
I think that's it.
Good. This love fest is getting...
Yeah, it's getting gross.
A bit too much for me. CJ.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Phil.
Hey, you bet. And Gregory.
Yo.
Thank you as well.
And thank you, Philip.
Oh, absolutely. And a big old thank you to you. Yes, you are wonderful, wonderful listeners. Every single one of you. Remember, as always, take care of yourself, your loved one, your family, your friends. Do what you got to do to be safe. Be kind and nice and loving and caring to all you encounter. We hope to see you next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.